Wait, is this started? Because I'm confused.
Yeah,
YouTube having a stinker.
Is this me having a stinker?
YouTube's having a stinker.
It says live.
Yeah, it's live. I don't know. Can people see it, hear us, and all this kind of stuff? Because I don't know if YouTube's having a bit of a mare.
Having one of them. Here we go. No,
yeah. Big up everyone. Sorry, it's moving a little bit slow. But if you're here, make sure you smash the like button. If you haven't done so, why have you not subscribed yet? Let me know in the comments below. But other than that, yeah, man, we're joined by a decent panel. Monster's going to be late as per usual, anyways, because he's out. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a lot of Man City stuff and a lot of Arsenal stuff that involves Chelsea. I'm not too sure if VD's going to like this. He looks stressed already. But yeah, man, smash the likes. Let's get it popping, man. Dal, what you saying, man? Be in a minute.
Yeah, good. Just Euros have been pretty decent. I just can't wait for the Premier League to be back. I think we've had, going to have 3 days off from the Euros. I think the last couple of games has been a bit, except for the Austria game, the rest have just been like below par, man. Especially the top teams, they haven't been performing. France, it's
France have been stinky, innit?
Yeah, and it's like it's a small teams that are actually turning up. So yeah,
do you know Bellingham? I was hearing earlier on, they were doing on TalkSport. They had someone from I think Bet365 or something on going through the odds for different players, and Yamal is obviously like for the young player of the tournament. He's like odds-on favourite to win it, yeah. But player of the tournament. Do you know that Jude Bellingham is like in the top 5 to get player of the tournament?
That's
Bro,
crazy.
Does that not just tell you, how just PR is everything? Like,
bro, if you've got the best PR, you can have a stinker and no one will say anything about you. It's crazy. It's crazy how. Yeah,
I must admit though, someone said so at the moment. I think Musiala and Gakpo are the two for who people are saying players of the tournament. I wouldn't disagree with that. I think Gakpo has been sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Liverpool have to play him on the left for me. Liverpool have to play Gakpo on the left after seeing him this tournament.
Even Williams for Spain, he's been turning up every team. He's been wicked, man, on the left wing.
Yeah. Oh, Nico Williams been cold as well. Yeah. I think in the young players of the tournament so far, I think 3 of the 5 nominees is Spain. So
okay.
Yeah,
but that young Turkish youth, bro, from Real Madrid, he's been decent, few assists in that. And I go, you can look out for him as well. He's young, you get what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing. 2 assists yesterday.
Who's that? Who's that?
The 19-year-old from Real Madrid, the Turkish youth.
Yeah.
Don't forget about him. I can't pronounce his name. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple assists.
Goals. You get me?
I'm not gonna lie. I like that because for me, Turkey and Holland's fans have been unreal. So I kind of like that them two are still in there. Like I know everyone's rating Turkey's fans, but I'm proper rating Holland's fans as well. So yeah, and I'm glad Germany went through because I think a tournament always, when the host nation goes out, I think the tournament goes a bit downhill a bit, don't you think?
Yeah, but some of them fans are wild though, bro. They're all throwing trainers on the pitch and all that, bro. It's getting out of hand now, bro. I couldn't believe it.
I'll be real with you. One thing that has surprised me this tournament, right, is I've been with City. I've been to a couple of away games in Germany, and one thing is the police are proper on it there. As in, they're not like in Madrid. In Madrid, they're in your face, being absolute C-bombs the whole time. They're just twats, yeah. Like trying to. I went to the shop once by myself, and I watched the police try and tell a couple of Madrid fans to shout shit at me to get a reaction out of me so they could just weigh me in, right? Madrid, whereas in Germany, they proper stand back, but whenever anything has happened, within seconds they're there, deal with it and gone. But what surprised me this tournament is the amount of things that have been thrown on the pitch repeatedly, like things getting thrown on the pitch has been a regular thing. People getting on the pitch, like the amount of people that have managed to break through is surprised me a little bit because like usually you expect Germany to be on job with all that stuff, but
especially I remember that I think it was Portugal-Turkey game
where
that was about 5 different people ran on the pitch, and it was like
that was insane, bro. That was absolutely mental.
Yeah. By the way, I think YouTube's a bit bugged because I'm not in believe there's 16 likes on this, and it's looking like something's wrong, man. I'll be honest.
Anyway,
so if anyone hasn't smashed any likes,
Just
Make
keep
sure you
hitting
do.
that like.
But yeah, man, let's talk about some transfer stuff because that's what we're here for, anyways. So you ain't liked it. It might take a moment. Whatever. YouTube is malfunctioning. You know, there's no votes. The votes are even on the poll. It's mad, isn't it? So, but it is what it is. But we can see the numbers
tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, look, VD, you're kind of quiet. Like I don't. You know, you remember you said to us, yeah. You remember this, don't you, Daps? You was 3 signings away. Quick one. 3 signings away from challenging for the league. This is you. I got the receipt, by the way, so don't deny it. One of them, you said Elise. He's not there no more. One of them is I believe, a goalkeeper. Apparently, you're keeping Sanchez. And the other one, Calafiori, looks like he's going to Arsenal at this moment of time. He's making the most progress.
What with Chelsea? What did it look like? Chelsea were pole position for him at one point.
Yeah, true. They were. To be fair, they still got time to do something, but Arsenal's already got a good relationship with Bologna for one, and two, the ones to make the moves. You're quiet today, VD man. What's going on? Did you die?
I'm dead inside, man. I'm dead inside. Like, you know what? Yeah, I went gym today, so I'm already tired, and then I come and every single time I'm in the gym, I'm looking at my phone. I look at my phone, everything Calafiori, and all I'm seeing Arsenal. But don't count out Chelsea. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, this whole fucking transfer window, we're that fucking cuck chair in the corner that just sits there and watch your girl get fucking mashed up, man, on the fucking bed, bro. I swear now, we're not doing anything. Fucking
you're the
Bayern.
Husband. You're the husband
like you
while the
sitting
other
there
half's
touching
in
yourself in the
Wandsworth.
corner, fantasizing over fucking other people taking your chick, bro. What are you doing? Like, what?
Yeah,
you
but bro, hold on.
Elise got fucking robbed. Calafiori's gonna get fucking robbed.
But bro,
like,
isn't he a left back?
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a left back. We need a left.
Really? Have you not been watching Cucurella this tournament?
I know. I'm a massive advocate for
Cucurella's been,
but we need two.
I'm going to be real.
Chilwell is dog shit.
Yeah, cover. But again, right. If he goes Arsenal, the likelihood is he starts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If he goes Chelsea, him and Cucurella, I think for me, I'm not going to act like I watch Bologna. I know there'll be a lot of Arsenal fans in here now acting like they've watched every single Bologna game and know everything about him. Look, he's looked good in the Euros, but I think Cucurella has looked cold this Euro. So I don't think it's an absolute disaster class if Chelsea don't get him. I think Arsenal need him more. I think Arsenal, but does he want to be a 50-50 player or does he want to go Arsenal? I think Arsenal need him more than you at the moment, to be honest with you.
Chelsea, I swear Chelsea got Badashiel and Levi Colwell.
But I don't think he's going to be playing
centre back / left backs.
He'll probably be playing left back because of how the system's going to set up. You know, one's going to have to invert to a centre back, kind of like how Ake does, and then the other one will be in the midfield. So you'd assume, and apparently with Maresca, he's very strict, and like he won't switch the sides either. So it will be the right back will invert, and the left back will stay back. So it only makes sense that someone like Calafiori's profile is the one that we're getting, but we fucked up everything. Ever since these new sporting directors came in, I don't even know what to say. Like, they've messed up so many transfers. I'm so sick of it, you know. I'm actually just so tired. Like, every single time we get linked to these players, it's like, but we're not gonna get them though, are we? Like, you look at all the big names that we're linked to, yeah, and even like Nico Williams. Oh, we ain't gonna pay his wages. Why are we not paying his wages? What club do you think this is? And the same is going with Calafiori. Listen, it's especially annoying when I'm proper advocating for a specific player, yeah. And Calafiori is one of the people that I'm specifically advocating for. Just to watch him go to Arsenal, just like Declan Rice, I look like a dickhead.
It's right, you got Mudryk. It's right, you got Mudryk.
Oh, don't, man.
You know, but I don't understand. You know what it is, yeah, VD. You've advocated for so many different managers, and every single one hasn't come. Nagelsmann.
It was always Nagelsmann was the one, man. No, this has made me remember, bro. We were so close to Nagelsmann. This close to Nagelsmann, and we fucked that as well. We completely bottled it. We were so close. He was someone I would have took over any player. I don't care who you sign after that. He was the one I wanted. We bottled that. Like, even I don't know. It's I can't lie. It's just the modern day Chelsea. And I think I just have to accept it.
I think with Chelsea, we did the same. Drewsbury Hall for it's about £30 million, something like that.
Yeah, like, I'm not mad at that, but
that's what Chelsea are now. Chelsea, I don't think gonna be able to sign top players in him. I think they need to sign players where got potential to become top players, where we were that position 4 years ago when we were signing Tomiyasu, Ben White, quite a few players like that, where they were kind of unknown and were relying on them to get better. I think Chelsea trying to get to that kind of position where they're signing players where people might say, who's this player? Who's that player? And try to improve it instead of signing players like Nico Williams, because everyone wants Nico Williams. And I think Chelsea need to go on that route where they need to go for players where, okay, where did that signing come from? Because what Chelsea have been doing for so many years is signing players where everyone knows about them. Everyone knew about the amount of players that they've signed. They need to go for actual players that can improve.
I agree with you, you know. That's where I slightly... Because at first I was on, who was it? The Dewsbury Hall. I think Dewsbury Hall's a perfect example of that. At first I wasn't too sure on it, but the more I thought about it, the more Cass spoke about it. I think that's exactly what you're talking about. But I think, for me, you're... what is it? VDYKs? What does that stand for anyway?
Can't say.
Okay, cool. Well, I tell you what, it's a tongue twister to pronounce every single time I want to say VDYK. Actually, it's not.
Just say VD, innit?
Say Van Dijk or something. Anyway,
that's weird.
You said that the sporting directors and whatever have been getting it wrong. How long have the sporting directors? Is it new sporting directors there at the moment?
Yeah. So
Right.
Paul Winstanley and lost.
So would you not say that this transfer window, by the looks of things, right? Whereas in previous transfer windows, it's felt to me like it's been the board goes and decides what players and just throw them in the mixer, and the manager just get the fuck on with it, right? Whereas with this manager and with this board, it does seem like, if you look at it so far, and I know we haven't got a massive sample size, but if you look at it, you've got Tosin, who he's worked with before, and you've got Dewsbury Hall, who he's worked with before, which to me looks
and
like
Palmer and Lavia.
but Palmer and Lavia were already there. I'm more meaning the signings since he's come in between the board and the manager seems that they're actually in sync, and it does seem like you're signing players for the manager, which you would then presume is for the style of play and the system that you want to work. So I actually think this is it seems like to me it's more planned than usual.
But the thing is, if we miss out on Calafiori, it kind of negates that. And the fact that we're not looking at a goalkeeper when we know that Sanchez can't play out from the back and he's very, very shaky, it just kind of counteracts it. Like, you've got Calafiori, who is the perfect, like, you cannot get a more perfect player for the role that he's going to be, like, he would play in this Chelsea team.
What? So Cucurella would be benched.
But Cucurella is probably better than him. What are we doing here? Inverting or not? He's better than him,
bro. This
but
tournament,
he's not inverting into
defensively. Is he better than defensively?
Bro, this Euros, that's the whole thing. I have seen Cucurella this Euros. I've seen him overlapping. I've seen him inverting. I've seen him defending. I've seen him going forward. I've seen him intercepting. I've seen him tackling. I've actually seen Cucurella cook this tournament. Like, I'm not gassing. I think Cucurella's
been good this season.
Even
I think
at the
he's
end of
been
the
very
season.
underrated this season. Like, I was a massive advocate for Cucurella this season. I think going into the season, a lot of people they had bad visions of the season before, because that was the Potter season, the season where things went tits up. And obviously Cucurella was one of the standouts, right? He got signed in for a lot of money. He wasn't playing well. But going into the new season, I thought, you know what? There's no point in trying to judge him off last season, because let's be real, nobody was good last season anyway, besides maybe Thiago Silva. So I don't know. Going into the new season, I was very pro thing, but you still need another player like that. And it just seems like whenever we're linked, or whenever like news comes out about Cucurella, then they're never really like sold if they want to keep him. It seems like they want to push him away when the time is right. Like, I don't know. I see a lot of reports, and it's only a matter of time, right? Cucurella's, how old is he? What, 25, 26? We all know what these owners are like. They're not going to want anyone unless you're above or below, what, 24, something like that. So they're going to end up moving him on anyway. So we might as well get someone in that's going to take over the reins. But
is it more a case of you're just pissed off that you're losing a battle to Arsenal? Because
a little bit of that does sting, yeah.
You've got Cucurella, who's a perfectly good left back. Now, I'm going to be real with you as well. Look, I know this season Chilwell has stank, but there is probably the valid point that at one point he's playing left wing and he's not a fucking winger, right? Before this, if we were to go back 3 seasons ago, Chilwell was a good left back, but a very good left back. Yeah, would you disagree with me, Cass? 2-3 years ago,
He's one of the best.
3 years ago, one of the best left backs in the Premier League, right?
Easily.
So I get that he's dropped off, but again, you've got Cucurella and you've got Chilwell as cover. I think it's more because you thought you were going to get him and Arsenal were going to get him. I think that's what it is. I'm not
a bit of that does sting, but it's again that profile. It's just a player that I like. It's a player that I like, and then seeing him go to Arsenal is also like you're just gonna let them, like, you are in a race for them. You're just gonna let them get him. You are just gonna like stand by, watch them walk past, and do
we're
their
laughing
business.
though, but it's not like it's unlike Chelsea. It's not like we said. Chelsea's got FOMO. So they're gonna go in and probably test the waters. There's no way.
That's like the copium that I have.
This is only the start. They both inquired for Calafiori and wanted his details. Now we all know that Arsenal put the green light on it, and Arteta's approved that he's someone that you would want in his squad. Let's not act like Chelsea are not going to be in for this, because either way, like I said, this title at some point will either say Calafiori rejected Arsenal or has rejected Chelsea, and I can't wait.
The thing with me about Calafiori, I've got no idea who he is. I've never heard of him.
You've seen him.
I literally watched.
Right? Yeah,
I watched a 2-minute clip of him today on YouTube. Like before he was into Arsenal, the memes that I saw because of his long hair and like there's just so many funny memes about him. And I thought, if we get him, I'm not like gas because I don't know who he is, and I'm just literally just trusting Arteta on if he can improve him, if he's better than Tomiyasu, if he's better than Jakub Kiwior. I heard Kiwior might be going to Juventus now if we get him. So it's like if he goes to Chelsea, do I care? Not really. And someone said Dow doesn't know ball then. Who the heck knows Calafiori before the Euros? No one ever mentioned him.
And again, if we're actually deep in it, yeah, because before we were saying there's more chance he starts for Arsenal. Like Arsenal need him more than Chelsea. But if we're being real, we did this the other day. Fully fit Arsenal. Ben White is right back. Yeah. Saliba, Gabriel centre backs. And if Timber's back fully fit, are we going to say Timber starts left back? So again, Arsenal don't need him to listen. Don't get me wrong; it's great strength to the squad, but neither of you need him.
About having a left-footed.
I think it's always needed, though, man. Huh? I think these sort of players always need. You need to push for your place.
It is
competition, man.
Yeah, I do hear you, and I guess that's
same
where
price as well.
Tim,
how much you get Timber for? 40 million, 37.5 million, right? That's the same price. Mate, the thing is, when you look at Calafiori, I think he's like Ben White, just on the other side. Meaning you get
the only problem we've got is when Gabriel does get injured, we haven't got a left-footed centre back. Kiwior's good, but I don't think Arteta's fully trusted him. Where
Kiwior ain't good, bro.
Gabriel's basically played every single Premier League game, like Saliba, where we haven't got another left-footed centre back. So if he can slot in there and doesn't look it looks as good as Gabriel, so that's a massive plus. And if Gabriel's looking below par, get him in. That's more competition, because I don't want a single player in our team to feel comfortable where they can have a stinker and think, yeah, I don't mind having a stinker because I'm in the team next week. So it's like,
I hear you on that. I do
always want to push your players.
Yeah. It's just what comes with that is the one thing. I do agree with you, by the way, and I think that's where Arsenal are going, is just basically making because I think we all know Arsenal's best 11 can challenge for the league, because it did. I think the one thing is, you're right, just to get a few extra kind of squad players that are of a higher level. But the one thing with that comes the whole thing of you've got to keep everyone happy then. But I'm sure, look, Arteta knows what he's doing. I'm not going to lie, so.
Are you still sold by this whole with Arsenal German thing? By the way, because we spoke about it earlier, but I didn't see. Are you sold by that? Because I don't think I am. You know,
what's that?
This whole Arsenal signing a guaranteed.
So basically, there was a video.
They're going to get Musiala.
Oh, no, fuck off. They're not Musiala. No one's getting Musiala. He's staying in Germany. Everyone needs.
Yeah. I don't think that's true. What I saw was
Kimmich, maybe.
Yeah. I heard it might be Schlotterbeck or whatever his name. I think his name Schlotterbeck.
Yeah,
Schlotterbeck. But again,
he's good.
This is.
That's another left back that can play centre back as well.
Yeah, it's just
more of a centre back.
Or centre back than left back. Yeah,
it's just the whole thing of.
I'm
sure they can pull players, but for me, I think Cass and I have agreed on this multiple times. Gabriel, Saliba were, for me, the two best centre backs in the Premier League last season.
Sane. Might be Sane.
Might be
Sane.
Sane.
I think it is.
I think what I saw on Kim, it won't be Gundogan. Definitely won't. Anyone saying
because
Gundogan, Gundogan
what
will
the
not
rumor
come
was
to another Premier League team. I'm telling you that now.
What the rumor was that there's a guy, a famous guy on social media. He's got a dealership in London, and he recorded himself speaking to an agent / player that a person that sorts players out when they move to different countries, different cities. So he called that dealership guy, and he said that there's a guy coming from Germany. He wants to bring his car to London, and he's going to be signing for Arsenal. So that's where all this it went crazy on Twitter. Arsenal fans got gassed, and everyone's saying it's Musiala, this player, that player, and either that dealership guy has got is trolling everyone just to get clicks and stuff, or it might be true where we might be actually getting a German player. And if it's Leroy Sané, because Leroy Sané can't get into Bayern Munich team, he can't get into the German team.
it would definitely put some pressure on Martinelli.
The only problem is
and it would provide cover for Saka. To be fair,
the only problem is his end product is shocking. I watch him when he comes off the bench for Germany. When he started that game recently for Germany, his end product isn't great, and I thought it'd get better after leaving Man City. But for me, he's kind of declined. Maybe because of the ACL that he had, and that probably dampened his his potential and everything. But yeah, I wouldn't be massively gassed with Sané. But
I see people saying Wirtz, people saying Musiala, right? So Musiala, even if he's got 2 years left on his contract, listen, Bayern Munich and Germany are like that. They're like Real Madrid and Spain, yeah?
Yeah.
And Germany will not allow him. He won't be leaving Germany. Listen, I could be saying this, I could be wrong, but I'm
if he does Real Madrid, that's the only team I can think of.
Yeah, Wirtz maybe, but Wirtz is going to cost a lot. And I'm pretty certain Wirtz said that he wants to do one season at least.
Yeah, one more season, yeah.
Yeah, one more season there. Gundo wouldn't go. Kimmich is one. It could be Kimmich, but I did see something today that apparently Kimmich is saying he I know Kimmich has listed 5 teams: Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Real, Barca. And I know, and apparently something's come out today saying that he wants City. He wants to link back up with Pep. So I don't see Gundo. I think Sane's got legs, because the fact he can play on the left and the right, it provides cover for Saka, and it gives Martinelli.
And he goes let's be real, he goes as a starter on the left.
Yeah. I think Sane could have some legs to it,
Yeah, that's the only guy I can think of. If it's Sane, I wouldn't be massively gassed.
I'd hate that though.
He's 27. He's 27. It's not like he's got I think his ceiling is already. He's already gone past. He's already hit his ceiling already. I don't think it's going to get any better. But if it is, I know there's a 1% chance. If it is Musiala, then that's flipping out. If we can manage to get someone like him,
it's not a Musiala thing, bro. Let's stop that now. It's not a Musiala.
I'm saying if it's a 1%.
I know, but that's mad.
Football fans, we can just dream. There's nothing wrong with
we can dream.
Players we all want players that would love to have in our team. It's just I would love to have him in our team, and it's.
I hear that.
You know, Specs don't have in his team no more. Dan Ashworth, because he got lowballed. That's what.
Is this the first time you two have met since then?
Yeah, man. Since it's been.
I don't understand why people are messaging me as well about the Ashworth thing. Bro, what do you mean? It's good riddance, isn't it?
Did Cass message you? Did Cass message you?
No, Cass didn't message. Cass don't need because he knows that I know, innit?
I thought you would have.
I don't do that calling text up thing.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, innit? Good luck to Ashford, whatever. You get me?
We took the other boy that you tried to bring in as well. Sorry.
Who's that?
Vival, that brother that came in just on a short-term temporary basis for us, but you want him on long-term. He still said no.
No, I don't know about that, bro. Newcastle are cool, bro. You got Ashworth, you get me? You got the Snake. He can do his thing. Good luck to you lot, man. Get me? That's off now. No more distractions. But anyway, I don't get to Newcastle right now because I'm a bit concerned. I don't know whether we're coming or going, but yeah, that's another day, bro. I don't know what's going on with Newcastle still. But yeah.
A quick one. Mike Grace, get me that clip, by the way, because I've got a clip of Deji betting Don about £100 that Tottenham finish above Chelsea. So if he's made that bet with Deji about Chelsea finish above Spurs, get me that clip right now. Someone send it to me right now. It's going into the folder. Yeah, straight up. I need more Don receipts anyways. But back to Specs, yeah. Like I said, Specs, man, I'll say it nice and live to you, innit? You're part of the monopoly, innit? But you're just a Trafalgar Square on the board. If not, you're one of the pinks
Nah,
Yeah, you just know, just know your role. Just know your role with
You
this
know,
monopoly in it.
I could be here all day in it.
It's
Like,
not-
obviously, look, no one wants to heavy moan about profit sustainability rules and FFP, but bro, it's a problem, man. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting paro about this whole Anthony Gordon thing. They're rattling him. I don't know where we're coming or going, bro. It's all mad. You saw the youngster Minte. That one rattled me. Had to be done. It's just madness, bro. Like, but hopefully now it's all done. We can get back to actually signing players and having targets because something's got to change with that whole PSR thing. Some may agree with me, some may not.
You're still
That's
ahead of
probably
the curve.
disappointing.
You're still ahead of the curve.
Yeah, you're right now, isn't it? You're right.
Yeah, well, overall should be around 86 mil because the two
No.
signings. Ashworth,
I'm not meaning
No.
that. I'm not meaning that. Are you ahead of
In
the
what?
curve? Mark
Is it-
Hughes. We're talking about your manager, Eddie Howe, aka Mark
And
Hughes.
it's cool, bro.
Yeah.
I'm cool, bro.
What?
I'm not with your narrative yet. I'm cool with Eddie Howe. I have no issue with Eddie. You get what I'm saying? I'm more just thinking about what we can do and not do within the transfer market, even the academy. You get what I'm saying? Even stuff like that. So that's what I'm more concerned about. But like I said, 2 players have gone. Anderson, that shocked me. That shows how desperate we was. We had literally 24 hours to get rid of Minte. Anderson's gone Forest, whether he likes it or not. Took one for the team. And then obviously Ashworth is gone. I think they probably waited just to put that part of the whole, whatever the financial madness is, because obviously it's the incoming of funds. So overall, that should be around 85, 86 mil, I think. So hopefully that should be enough, man. Like, and just keep it moving. But Eddie's cool, man. I'm not changing Eddie for no one. I'm still confident for next season, bro. Low key. All the tensions on all the tensions. Hear me out. See, this is why I can't stand you big so-called sixes, you know. So about Chelsea, so about Arsenal, City. Bro, why can't we be confident? We still got a good team.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be confident. I just want some clarity. Confident of what?
Well, confident of still going for that top 4, top 5. Why not?
Top 5. Okay.
Our squad's still there. Our squad's still there. Like, remember.
So you're not ahead of the curve at the moment, then? You're behind the curve.
Well, last year was a bit of a step back, as you know, due to injuries, etc. We still managed to finish above Man United and finish 7th. So that's, for me, that's kind of decent considering.
You got Europe, right?
Yeah. But please don't go there, like, please, bro. I need to put it in there.
Wait, bro,
I didn't mention that.
That curve's looking mad right now. I'm not going to lie.
Wait, I expect. Look into my eyes. Not look into my eyes with a pair of one of your eyes. Yeah, since you got 4 of them. Yeah, bro. Quick one.
I could buy 2 of them right now. I'm not going to lie. What Hayfield's
Quick
done
one. Yeah.
tonight.
What are you telling me? Newcastle's doing next season, an early one.
Wait, bro.
You said you're confident. Confident of doing what?
Going for that top 4, top 5. Why not?
Are you confirming that you're going to? Yeah.
Don't try and play mind games, bro. I'm saying I'm confident we can push for that top 4, top 5. Why not?
It's mad that you're pushing for that top 4, top 5 when a season and a half ago you finished top 4 and you got Champions League.
So we finished top 4. We got the Champions League unexpectedly. That shows how good our squad is. Well, our main players, 13 or 14 players, when they're fit, majority of the time.
And to be fair, without Europe, yeah. So this year you might be better without Europe.
Yeah. So I'll give you 6th.
I think we can push. I think we can. Anyway, say no more. I think we can push for top 4, top 5. I'm going to stick by that. As long as we still keep our main guys. If he's at left during this transfer window, some madness. I see Chelsea sniffing and Chelsea looking like they're not going to stop sniffing. Like with all these certain players, but if they still stay there and we add to that, why not, man? Get me? But it's all good. I want people to look at Newcastle like we're one off. It's all nonsense. Let everyone concentrate on Chelsea and them, whatever they're doing. Man United supposed to be growing now, the Ashworth and what's his name, Will Cox and the boys, whatever, man. It's cool. City attention, all that. Liverpool, I'm cool with that. Arsenal, you'll see Newcastle, bro. Trust me, you'll see them.
I don't think Newcastle will get anywhere with Eddie Howe.
Yeah. You know what the maddest thing is? Thanks, Specs.
Why not?
You just said you try to catch me out. You just caught yourself, mate. Cheers, mate.
Why did I catch myself, man?
That's a whole clip what you just did there. Thanks for the, you know what I mean?
I'm cool with it.
Just done it to yourself.
But remember, I didn't say we're going to finish in the top 4, top 5. I said we can push.
You know
So
what?
now
Yeah,
being
if
scared
you
of
lot
that.
were so blind and you could literally take that toilet roll off your chest, yeah, and actually put something decent, you might be able to have some
But
clarification.
don't be jealous, man. You love the black and white shirt. You get me? Team Army and
The
that.
black and white barcode's going to be replaced with one of them yellow
There
stickers.
you go.
You know where it gets reduced.
You like come what cool you want, you know. It's all good anyway. It's all good. But VD's saying with Eddie Howe, you don't think we can push on. Why do you think that, VD? Like what?
I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough. Personally, I think he's mediocre. I think he was a good transitional manager.
Mark Hughes.
For you lot, I don't think.
Yeah, then your manager.
He's
Mark Hughes 2.0. Just says
tell
it.
me
would-
live right
let
now.
him land, let him
Maresca's
land,
a
let
better
him finish.
manager.
I'm telling you live right now. When we were linked with Eddie Howe, I was
Yeah.
comparing that as the same level as Thomas Frank. I was livid. I would have taken anyone over them two.
But you got
Do
Maresca,
not
who's a
Eddie
championship
Howe.
manager.
So
Do not rate Thomas Frank. They are transitional managers. Like they'll get you into a decent spot. They
Yeah.
will never ever win something for you.
So
They
what's
will never
Maresca then?
win you the gold.
what's
Yeah,
Maresca then?
I don't know, man. I know
That's
he's
mad,
not
isn't
got,
it?
I know he's
Eddie
not got a
Howe.
track record, but I'll tell you what, I would have taken Maresca over Eddie Howe 100 times.
Really?
Like, give me that option 100 times. I'm taking it. Do you know what? I'll even theoretically give you another 2. I'll take it 102 times.
I think Eddie would do decent with the players at his disposal. I think he would. Bro. I think we'll get them going.
I think he's an okay manager. I don't think he's a great manager. I think he's
So
done.
you don't think he can push us again for top 4, regardless who we get or what players come in? You don't think that's going to happen again? You think it's a one-off?
I think he could be one of the managers that gets sacked by the end of the season.
Ooh.
I think
Yeah.
if you lot want to, if your owners want to show ambition, they're gonna sack him. They're
Bro,
gonna sack him. They're gonna say
it's
crazy.
It's not crazy. It's not, bro. It's
It
not
is crazy though, man.
Hold on, bro. It's right. How long has Eddie Howe been at your club now?
For like 2.5 now.
Right. So if in the next year, 3.5 years, yeah, and ultimately you've done 1 step forward, 2 steps back, right? And it's a club with ambition, which we think, ultimately, look, if they haven't got ambition, I guess by the end of the transfer window, we will see if Newcastle have ambition or not, right? If it is a club that has ambition, they've given him ample enough time, right?
Yeah.
If they've seen him make a backward step, look, I'm not saying he will be sacked, but I can only go by another ambitious club, which is my club, right? And we had a manager very, very, very similar to Eddie Howe in Mark Hughes, yeah? And he took us to a certain point and they were patient with him, but it got to a point where it's like, do you know what? Thank you, but it's time for you to go because we want to push on to another level. If it gets to a point in the season where it doesn't look like you lot are finishing top 4 or top 4 is slipping away, I think he could get sacked. Now, don't get me wrong, the injuries is very valid last season, yeah? So I definitely think they will want to give him a start to the season and probably up until Christmas at very least, yeah?
If we start off,
If without European football, if there's less injuries, which you would expect, and top 4, you know, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Villa. There's a lot of teams up there for that top 4.
Of course.
If they see top 4 slipping away, I wouldn't be surprised.
And you also have to look at losing Tonali for the whole season, where that would have been a massive, like that's like Arsenal losing someone like Declan Rice. We wouldn't have challenged for the title if we had.
That was horrible. Still, that was horrible.
What's your take on? What's your take on Tonali though? Because I saw one interview with Eddie Howe, where they asked him about. They were basically saying like, maybe did Newcastle not do the due diligence that they should have? And Eddie Howe said, we did all the due diligence. We spoke to him. And I spoke to him personally, and he told me there was nothing else. And then obviously the other thing came out. Now, if a manager is saying ultimately, I personally spoke to a man, and he barefaced lied to me, and because of that, when we needed him because of injuries, we were a man down. I can see Eddie Howe not being too keen on keeping him once he's back.
No, but I can't. Where did you get that from, though? So, 1 second. You're saying Eddie Howe asked him why they were trying to sign him if he's got
Asked him. Yeah, bro. I swear
Is
to
it?
you, I'm not just making this up, bro. I've spoke on it before, haven't I?
Is it? I didn't hear about that one, bro.
Bro, I'll try and find it and send it to you afterwards. I'm not going to spend the stream looking for it, but bro, honestly, I heard and when I heard it, I was a bit like, rah. If you've asked a player about something and he's basically lied to your face, I don't know how you could continue to manage that player.
Well, he's backed him publicly, and he's still doing it publicly. So I don't know about that.
Maybe not.
But in terms of back to what you're saying, that was about sacking him, Eddie. Quickly, sorry to carry on. Yes, I'm not naive. And if we're far off it, it depends what levels we're talking about. If we're far, let's say come Christmas, even just a bit after that, or just before the transfer window in January, and we're sitting like, I don't know, 15th, 14th, and it's looking all lethargic, then I can understand. But I don't know, man. I don't think right now. I think it's a bit too early. We'll see how it goes. I think this season is going to have a big say on where Eddie goes from here, or how the owners look at him or the situation. This is going to be a big season, depending on transfers and the feeling. It's going to be a big season, 100%.
And we're even talking of change as well, man. Man City, man, a little bit, maybe in the goalkeeping area. Like Ederson got offered a bag and a half.
Well, mad.
You can't turn. I'm going to be honest here. There's sometimes in life where you got to start considering what's good for your life and not football. Ederson's done everything in his everything, and I don't think you're going to be wound up if he left or taking to number one.
You know what?
As well.
Yeah, I think obviously I've said before that someone is involved at the club said to me that Ederson feels a bit undervalued and whatever. Now he might have been saying that because he wanted a bumper wage. Ederson's on about 100k a week, I believe, right? Something like that, yeah.
He's got quite a good clean sheet bonus.
This would take it. This is like 6 times what he's on now.
Right.
I'm right. I see things how they are now. I don't. When a player joins my football club, I instantly think that player could be pulled away from your club. Right? There's reasons. I always remember saying that. And saying to quite a few Liverpool fans, after Liverpool won the Champions League, I said, look, if Liverpool win the Premier League now, Mane will leave. Or because once you've done everything with the club, and literally Ederson has won everything he can with Manchester City, right? A lot of them multiple times. He's coming of a certain age where you've got to be thinking about bumper paychecks. And he's not a Manchester City fan, right? Same way Mane was happy at Liverpool. You can be happy at a club, but if you've won everything there and it's getting to that certain point, you will listen to other options out there, innit? So, look, someone asked me, would I go? 100%, I'd be gone. I would be gone. Bro, I'd be saying, what else do you need from me to make sure that happens? He's done everything he can at City, 6 times what he is on, yeah? If he doesn't go, then fucking it becomes an even bigger, like he becomes almost a cult hero. He becomes a bigger cult hero than he already is. But for me, it's one of them ones where, do I want him to stay? 100%. I always said that as long as Pep is here, Ederson will be here. Ederson is the perfect goalkeeper for Manchester City in a Pep Guardiola system, right? 100%. However, right, if he is on round about 100 grand, not a legend. I don't know about the legend statement's a bit mad, Kyle. I think legends, I'll say cult hero. Legends, I'm not sure, because if I said he'd become a legend, people will then say, oh, you're giving the legend status out too much. For me, I would probably say as a goalkeeper at City, he is a legend because he's so different to anyone else. He's quite a character, and he has been here. You know, first season under Pep when we had Hart and then Claudio Bravo, we won fuck all. Since Ederson's come in, we've won. And Champions League semi-final, Champions League final, Champions League quarter-final, he made saves that kept us in that tournament and potentially won us the Champions League.
What does he have? 5 league titles in 6 years? Something like that?
Yeah. Champions League, couple of Carabaos, FA Cups. Bro, I think he's got 4 golden gloves as well. Now, I always say with the golden glove, you have to put some of that on the defenders that are in front of you as well. But he's got all of that. He's got assists. He's a big part of the dressing room. We will miss him. And let me be clear, I would want him to stay 100%. However, right, if he's on round about 100k a year and they're offering him, 100k a week, and they are offering him 600k a week, yeah, right? That would mean for us to realistically convince him to stay, you would imagine we'd probably have to offer him at very least 3 times what he's on, right? So half what he could get in Saudi. Now, for me, we can't go that far because Haaland and De Bruyne are the biggest earners at City. I think they're on 300 or 350, right? If Ederson gets offered 300k a week, then Foden will want, Grealish will want, Bernardo might want, Rodri will definitely fucking want, a couple of defenders will want, probably Kyle Walker will want, and any incoming players will want. We can't do that. We can't break the whole structure and for that. So it's one of them ones where we're in a blessed position. I'm not saying Ortega will come in and do exactly what he's done. What am I naming fake wages? Cass, can you look up what wage Ederson's on, please?
No, he's on 100 grand base
he's on
salary.
Right. So Ederson is currently on 100 grand a week.
That's his base salary.
Basic salary.
I'm trying
Same
to find
way,
his.
Haaland and De Bruyne's basic salary is either 300 or 350. When you see that he's earned 500 bags in a week, if you actually see a breakdown of how he's earned that, it will be in a week where he scored 4 Premier League goals and a goal in the Champions League, which automatically will take you up substantially more because of bonuses. So I'm not naming fake things at all. I looked into it, right? But ultimately, you know what? If he does go, there won't be any animosity. Like he's that level to us. And Ortega, look, Ortega is probably a better shot stopper. He's getting better and better with his feet. And I would be more than happy. Yeah, so Rana, LFC, when you say Haaland earns 500 a week, Haaland earns 500 a week when he's banging in goals. His basic is 300 or 350. Can't remember exactly what it is, but De Bruyne and Haaland are both on the same basic, but they then have bonuses. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Look, if he goes, I would like to see Ortega as our number 1, and we'd have to bring in a backup. I don't know who that would be, but it's what it is. I mean, the other one, who else is there? There's another one being linked with moving away.
Yeah, but KDB hasn't even ruled it out himself at one point. They get a conversation. I'm saying he hasn't ruled it out. He openly said, I won't rule. You don't never know. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, but the KDB one, where I am with KDB is...
You're not fast.
Look, Rana, LFC, you don't know my club better than me, yeah? You keep saying he's on 500k a week because you've seen media once say he earned 500k in a week. There is a difference between basic and when you are banging in goals, qualifying for next rounds, you get bonuses.
You should know that work around here.
Huh?
It don't matter what it is. Like Kai Havertz, we say he's on 280, but that's not his base salary. We add on all.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying he's on 500 a week.
I'm saying you should already know YouTube.
No, I know how it works, bro. But we're having a conversation about wages. So Ederson, in that case, we can say Ederson actually could be on. All right, so he's on 100k a week. If he keeps a clean sheet, he probably gets 150 that week. Yeah, probably. But with KDB, bro, I'll be real with you. I think. The hardest thing, I'm not hiding facts. Fuck me, you're just doing Twitter. Anyway, with KDB, I think so if he stays, he'll be going, I think, is it next season on a free? Has he got 1 year left? I think has he got 1 year? I'm pretty certain KDB's got 1 year left.
Oh, he's got 1 year left, yeah. I don't know about Ederson though.
No, KDB. Ederson's got 2 years left. Yeah, Ederson's got 2 years left. KDB's got one year left, right? Yeah. If someone wants someone wants him right now, they've got to pay good money. Yeah. Now he's 33 years old. Me and Cass go and look at videos. Yeah. That me and Cass did as uploads. We were saying back in April, next season he needs to be a bit part player. We've seen it even for. We've seen it even for Portugal. His legs are going, bro. He's 33. A lot of players go to different leagues when they're 33 years old. Gerrard did, Lampard did. So for me, he's a bit part player next season. He can't be a starter, but he won't be happy though.
He won't be happy with that. I'll tell you that,
bro. That's fine, but this is the thing. You've got to remember, over the last few years, I have seen Aguero go, right? In hindsight, did he go at the right time? Abso-fucking-lutely, right? Vincent Kompany go. Did he go at the right time? Absolutely. The next season he was player manager and then ended up dropping being playing manager and just being manager, right? David Silva went at the right time. Gundogan is probably one that we're not sure on. You can go through Fernandinho went at the right time. We let players go at the right time. We don't put them on a contract and end up paying them mad money to sit on the bench. So I think with KDB, I'd be happy with him going next summer on a free, yeah? Because I think after next summer, his legs are going to completely be gone. Now, if someone wants him right now, the biggest question is to City is how much is a 5p worth, right? And that's how much. That's the truth, because even KDB off the bench will, at very, very least, what you're saying, in league only, 15 GA off the bench?
Yeah.
No, more GA. Yeah, more like
Off
20.
the bench.
More like 20.
League only.
Yeah.
Right. So 15 GA, Cass says 20, 15 GA off the bench, yeah? That contributes to a league title, yeah? So ultimately, the question really is, we'll let him go next summer on a free, or give us 100 million.
I would love it.
Because that's the
Infinity
truth.
Stones.
Let me ask all of you, Duad, how much is a
100 mil.
How much?
How much is a 5p worth?
Flip
Right.
now.
He's 33. He's not as fit as he used to be.
150.
100 mil.
No,
Nah.
because bro, what I'm saying is, yeah, right.
I hear what you're saying, bro, but no one ain't paying that, bro. And maybe the Saudis, maybe.
But bro, the only place that are looking at him is
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, then.
I'm saying the alternative is wait a year. And what I have heard, to be fair, is that the Saudis would want him potentially. So what? Right, the Saudis apparently would want KDB for the Club World Cup, which is next summer. Yeah, and apparently the Saudis are willing to wait till next summer if they can do a deal with City where basically as soon as the season is over, he can go and join them straight away. They don't have to wait till the 1st of July. So I personally think, and the Saudis will wait. They'll go, do you know what? Yeah, because City will say, if you want KDB, you're taking a good chance of us doing a 5p. So you've got to give us 100 million. I'm not saying he's worth 100 million, but I'm saying a 5p is worth 100 million easily. In revenue to the club alone, that would bring you 100 million.
What City have always done is that like you've said, all the goats that they've had, like Yaya Toure, Fernandinho, they've replaced him at the right time. And people think, how are they going to replace them? They always manage to find another player.
There is already one in the club.
For me, I thought when Aguero left, I thought, sugar, how are they going to replace someone like Aguero? Instantly got Haaland. It's like even Ederson. If Ederson goes, they'll probably get someone like Diego Costa or get someone similar to. Because for me, the reason why I say Ederson's one of the greatest goalkeepers in Premier League history is because he changed the way goalkeepers play in the Premier League. Before then, there wasn't a player on his level, a goalkeeper on his level that could play out the back, where is an extra midfielder base, an extra player on the pitch where you can't get the ball off. You can ping it. Where if you press City, where he'll just ping it to the right winger, ping it to the left winger, ping it to literally anyone. So for me, if Ederson does leave, that is a massive that's a massive advantage to the other teams. Because
I do agree with you on that. I do.
For me, Ederson, when it comes to the way City play, there's no one like him. I don't think there's anyone on this level, and that's going to be a massive disadvantage to City. Ortega's good, but you saw Ortega against Man United in the FA Cup final where he did look a bit shaky.
But hold on, I know what you're talking about there, and that was shaky. But would that not also be fair to say that when it is a keeper that has only limited time playing with that back four, that goal was very clearly communication issues?
But there might be different pressure.
If you look at the Tottenham game that was a week before, look at him in that game. But I do agree. I think ultimately Pep Ederson there's a lot at City. I've seen Kyle saying Pep's leaving, so that's going to change everything. Pep has not confirmed he's leaving yet. So, but if Pep does leave, but Tiki retiring's been spoken about for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff, look, things are going to change. Let's be real.
Get them gone.
All I can talk on this season, right now, is next season. And I will stand here and say, next season we do the 5p, yeah? After that, things will change at Manchester City. We will not be as dominant, yeah? But the same time, we had Deji up here the other day saying we're going to get spanked. City will be getting spanked by Crystal Palace once Pep leaves. Now, bro, before Pep came, we were winning more leagues and more cups than Tottenham. So you know,
the only way a team's going to win the league. Sorry about that. The only way a team's going to win the league is if they've got a 20-point lead ahead of City. I think City, for me, I've learned in past 2 seasons where you have to be at least 20 points ahead of City, 15, 20 points ahead of City. Like for me, City right now, comfortably the favourites to win the league because they've got the know-how of winning the league. And for me, like everyone else in a transition. Man United in a transition, Chelsea in a transition, Liverpool in a transition, Spurs low-key kind of in a transition. So the only team that can actually challenge Man City for the league title is Arsenal next season, where we've kept the same team. We're kind of improving, where it's going to be between us two. And I don't see many teams taking points off City next season as well.
So can I ask you a question as an Arsenal fan? I had this conversation the other day. If Arteta, right, and I know where I stand, but I'm intrigued to get your view. If Arsenal next season finish second again, or third, second or third, let's say they're in the title race again, they push it most of the way. Pep leaves at the end of next season. Would you get rid of Arteta?
If we finish third,
but let's say.
I wouldn't say it.
Hold on.
Wait.
I think there's a key thing
Say
to
again?
this. Second or third, yeah. But what I'm saying is, you're in the title race, yeah, because you can finish third and on equal points with second. But what I'm saying is, ultimately, if you are in the title race, push it all the way, City win it again, but then Pep leaves, would you be saying, because we don't win the league, we need to get rid of Arteta?
No. If the thing with next season for me, it's not about challenge for the title, it's about winning something. I think mainly we have to win a trophy next season. We have to, like that. There's no more transition, and there's no more. We've got one more. We've got next. We have to win a trophy, and we have to be in a title challenge next season. I think those 2 things are non-negotiable for Arsenal fans now. I think that period of time where even players are going to start getting unrest, like players like Odegaard, Saka, Saliba, where they're going to be in their 3rd season. Saliba's going to be in his 3rd season. Odegaard's going to be in his 4th season, where you can't go another season without not winning a trophy. Where these players don't have unrest.
But you didn't answer the question though, bro. Like if Pep was to leave,
yeah.
No.
Can I interject? Go on. I was going to say, Dawood, what did Dawood just say before you?
I don't know.
What did you say? If he finishes third, what?
If Arteta finishes third, he has to leave. 1,000,000%.
But bro, don't you hold on? But if he finishes third, but it's just like say City on 92 points, Arsenal and Liverpool on 91. Yeah, it's third. It's still third.
Oh, that's different.
What you just said there, I think as long as Arsenal are there or thereabouts next season, I do hear you about you need a trophy. I think only, especially if you continue to strengthen this transfer window, you've got to be saying Arteta this year. FA Cup, give us something, but still challenge. But the reason why I think it would be mad to get rid of Arteta is because, like you said, if Pep goes, that City will be in transition. Liverpool are only going to be in the 1st season under a new manager. Newcastle haven't arrived yet. United are still doing whatever United are doing. Chelsea are still, and I just think with Pep gone, the following season, the 1st season after Pep goes, would be the season that Arsenal must take advantage and to ultimately get rid of your manager would then put you back where all the rest are still in transition.
Yeah. I don't think the ball will get rid of him. I think the only way they'll get rid of him if there's a massive like turmoil, like everything goes crazy and like the players fall out and we don't get top 4 or we scrape top 4, and I think that's when they'll get rid of him. I think if the board, when it comes to the board perspective, if we finish 2nd or 3rd, I don't think they'll sack him. I think they'll only sack him if they see a massive like downward trajectory when it comes to performances and players. And I think with the level that we're trying to go with this transfer window, going in early and trying to get players as quick as possible, if we spend another £200 million, we're not going to finish below 2nd. And I think we're going to have to spend about £200 million. We're going to have to. We're going to have to spend that kind of money where to keep up with Man City, because Man City are going to spend around that kind of money as well. And
I don't think anyone's going in early, though. I'll be honest. I think everyone seems to be skylarking at the moment.
No, but I think because that's the Euros. I think after the Euros, I think that's when you'll see a couple of weeks where there's going to be so many transfers happening. And people in the comments are saying, "Oh, another excuse if we don't win." I think Arsenal fans now, there's no more excuses. I think if we spend another £200 million, I promise you, Arsenal fans will be on Arteta, will be on the players.
I don't think there
Where
should be
we
excuses
can have a
this
slow
year.
start. Like last season, we had a slow start. Or we're drawing against Spurs, we drew against Fulham, we drew a couple of games at the beginning where Arteta was playing that kind of back three.
Oh,
back four.
hold on. You had a slow start.
Yeah.
Well, when we fucked off to the Club World Cup, yeah, you man had the opportunity to go about 10 points clear of us.
I know, but we lost two
Yeah,
two
so
games in a row.
West Ham, yeah.
I don't think it was a slow start. I think it was ultimately.
No, if you look at the performances and the results,
No, the performance.
beginning of the
I
season.
agree, but City start off slowly every single season.
no, I'm talking about the Arsenal perspective where we had a slow start. We did well in October, November. Then December was awful. And then after that, it was just unreal. We just won every game. We only lost one and drawn two, I think, or something like that after January. So the December and August, September period, I think that's when we need to fix up. I think Arteta's not going to do the experiment three at the back. I think he'll know his best lineup. I think the players that need to go, the deadwood, will go. Players like Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith is not dead. Emil Smith was not deadwood, but injuries and problems with his fitness.
Interesting. He did get a few games at the end of the season.
Yeah,
didn't he?
and Fabio Vieira, he needs to go. He'll go. So
Portuguese Irish.
Ramsdale, he'll go. So there won't be any of this like commotion anymore. I think we'll get all of that sorted, and I think in August we'll have a settled lineup. We'll have a really solid bench where people will think, okay, this Arsenal team looks serious. And for me, two more signings: a winger, midfielder. We're gonna get a defender and a backup goalkeeper. 4 signings, and we're ready to go, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait for next season.
You can't wait.
What about
will there be tears at the end of the?
Depends on how it finishes.
In fact, you know what? Nah, I'll save it. Don't worry.
Depends on how it finishes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about you, VD man? What you say about Arsenal? Like, any aspirations for them since you're like rivals and you like to give them your deadwood and they make them up and make them good players again?
They don't make them up and make them good players. Let's not do this, George. If you're right, okay, we're gonna quickly go through this. Willian, what did he do at Arsenal? David Luiz, what did he do at Arsenal?
Modern day Arsenal.
Okay, Jorginho, did he not finish?
Jorginho's been a very good
third in
signing.
the Ballon d'Or
He's been a very good
at
signing.
Chelsea. Yeah, but you haven't made him a better player. He won a Champions League under us. Was he one under you?
No, but if you're equating trophies with performances, then that's not fair, because there's a lot of players that have improved our team, but we're trying to win the Premier League, we're trying to win the Champions League. And I'm not saying the FA Cup and the League Cup is like a Mickey Mouse trophy, but I'm just trying to say where we're trying to push for trophies where Liverpool were trying to do that at the beginning with Jurgen Klopp, where they were trying to push for the Champions League, push for the Premier League. And yeah, the FA Cup and the League Cup, I'd love that now, because it's been too long. It's been 4 years without a trophy now, close to 5 years. But yeah, you can't say that Arteta hasn't improved many players. You can get transfers wrong.
I don't think he's not improved players. I just don't like. I don't agree with Chelsea players going there and him improving them. I don't think he's improved any.
Havertz has improved Arsenal.
Do you know what, Havertz? Actually, I'll give him Havertz.
The last 6 months of the
completely
season,
forgot he went to use lot. But
yeah,
I mean, to
Havertz
answer the initial question, I think if you lot get a proper striker, proper striker, you sort out that left wing. And oh god, I don't want to
sorting out the left wing.
Calafiori, I reckon you lot could. If you lot get the right signings, I think you lot will win the league. I think if again left wing striker, if you don't get that striker, I think you're finished. I think it's another season of nothing. But if you get the striker, you get the left wing, especially. And if you get Calafiori, I
think left wing, a backup right winger, that's more important than getting a striker. If we were going to get a striker, I think the season after, that's when we'll get Isaac. I'm sorry, Specs, but Isaac's coming the season after. He's not coming this summer. Next summer, that's our go-to play to get. And I think that's when Isaac.
Let's see what Newcastle do first in it as well. Innit?
I know. But if Newcastle don't finish the top 4 again, and Isaac's the type of level where you're thinking I need Champions League football. I'm that kind of player. He will leave next season. I don't think he'll leave this summer, because no one can afford him, because it's too expensive.
I hate him still.
Yeah, next summer, a lot of players will be after him. And I think for us now, we've got major other problems like the midfield and the winger position. And then we can't afford to get a striker as well. So I think next summer, 2025, that's when we're going to go for Isaac.
Oi, Nitin Patel, suck your mum through a straw.
Yeah,
talking absolute waffle, bro. It's called hay fever, you knobhead.
So that's our UCL battle's over once Pep leaves.
Listen, What? So City won't be in the Champions League no more. Right.
Inshallah.
We have to remember who hired Pep Guardiola. Yeah, we have to look at where Manchester City are. I always say this: the most important person at Manchester City is Khaldoon, right? Because it's Khaldoon that puts everyone. He's the one that went and hired Tiki and Bernstein. Yeah. So for me, look, when Pep goes, we won't be as dominant as we have been in the Premier League for a period. But I know we're already looking at people like, what's his name? Alonso, right? They're the type of managers that we're looking at. So it's what it is. But again, at the same time, we don't know if Pep is going yet. There's feeling in the club that like they might be able to get him to stay. But it's what it is, man.
Okay, let me ask you a quick question because obviously there's one thing.
Do you know what? Actually, if that is the Nitin Patel that I think it is as well,
it is the one with
right. The City fan that a month that I've had to block on 2 different accounts on Instagram because the guy is the most entitled knobhead of a City fan that no real City fans fucking own. Because a month after we won the Champions League, he was saying he was messaging me saying the board is incompetent, and I said, mate, we've just won a fucking treble. And he said, yeah, well, if we got Kane the season earlier, we would have done a treble sooner. Well, now in hindsight, looking at Kane, so the one thing I would say is if City do drop off, we might get rid of knobhead fucking fans like him. So I wouldn't be too mad at it. So
let me ask you a question though. On the last part, is you're scouting two. It came out about Rodri cover.
Yeah.
Of some.
Oh yeah, that City.
So there's two, let me ask you if there's, because the thing is, I wouldn't even rule out both. One name is Kimmich.
Yeah.
And the other name is Wharton.
Yeah. Right. So
who would you rather get if you could only choose one?
Kimmich, 1,000,000%. Do you know what? I thought about this earlier on. I'll be real with you. Yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, it's Kimmich because right. So for me, I wanted Bruno. Yeah. I still want Bruno. Right. But it's Bruno or Kimmich, and the reason is that I think at City, right, we all know we can't. We've tried to go and buy a DM as Rodri cover in Calvin Phillips. You can't have cover because one, if someone's going to a club willing to sit on the bench and wait, yeah, their mentality is not good enough for this club. Secondly, we need a player that can play in another position mainly, but then when need be, come in warm, not come in cold, and do the Rodri cover. Now, for me,
Bruno, 8, by the way.
Bruno can play the 8.
So can Wharton.
But then drop into the 6, right? Kimmich can do the right back, because we all know Walker is dropping off massively, yeah? So that would give us the Wharton cover, but also, the Walker cover, but also the Rodri cover. The reason I'm saying Wharton is not for City. I'm actually saying it for the player himself. I do not believe if Wharton joins Manchester City, he starts much next season, right? And where he is in his career, I don't want that.
I need him at Man United. That's I'm calling now. That's guy's baby Michael Carrick.
And I'm not going to sit here and say that I've been going and watching loads of him and seen loads of him. I've seen a handful of games of him, bro. Like all I know is we're talking about someone coming in. How old is he?
18, 19.
Like someone that is 18 or 19 coming in and playing in the 8 role and then the 6. Right, bro. You really think Pep is going to start Wharton?
No,
really,
he won't start him, but if he's that good, to be fair, even Vardio and all that didn't really start.
But I just think, and this is
maybe
even me, I'd love him to come to City because he's apparently a hot prospect. But I just think for the good of that player, he needs to go somewhere where he's going to get game. You know what? Maybe somewhere like Newcastle, somewhere that will start. No, but I'm just saying for the player, not for my club, for the player. Because, bro, if he comes City...
he's 20, never mind. Sorry,
come City, it's just going to be like another Rodwell. He's just going to sit on the bench.
I'm in so much hope Man United going for him next season as baby Michael Carrick, man. Pay the money. If he develops that well.
I hear that.
Yeah. Not Newcastle, man. Fuck that, man. You go up there, you get depressed, man. But anyways,
sure.
Other than that, yeah, look, make sure to subscribe to everyone. We're going to end it there. Make sure we tune in for tomorrow. That might be your car. Yeah. But yeah, man, make sure you like and subscribe. Obviously, it's a bit dusty at the moment with all the likes on YouTube. I don't know what's happened with us. So yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure you just follow up Specs as well on Geordie Dread TV. You can see it in his name You can see, you can catch video on Twitter or Insta. You can see it right there. His name Dawood. You can find him on TikTok mainly, or even his channel. It's Dawood. And yeah, man, Monts just being silent. This is the best show Monts has ever done, ever. Trust me. In a bit, and watch out for the Clips channel because it's peak. Tomorrow is peak. All right, in a bit.